So yeah, Rodon had a great year out of nowhere. Um, Throwing 99. Did get hurt at the end of the year. And it was weird. Like he like sat out until the playoffs, and his fastball wasn't working, and then he started cranking it up to 99, and you kind of didn't really know um, what was going on. But Carlos Rodon, no doubt about it, was a Cy Young. I believe he was a Cy Young candidate last year, and was just really really elite last year uh, over a lot of innings. So um, I had for his projected deal 4 for 80 million, but I think that might be too much money. Um, that's just my opinion, but I think that may be too much money. I'll probably get less than that again. But yeah, the huge Rodon fan. I think that he can probably sustain this. My only question is, his injuries. Is that gonna hurt him? Which I'd be bummed to see. So I don't know. I feel like I may have ranked him a little too high looking back at it at 6, but the projected landed spots I had for him was the Astros, Angels, and Mariners. I think the Angels are the likeliest there. Really surprised they didn't sign Stroman or Ray or Gosman even. And Scherzer. Like I really thought the Angels were gonna get a top tier guy, and they didn't. And I'll get into Cindergard later. But anyways, Carlos Rodon. At number 7, I have Anthony DeSclafani. DeSclafani absolutely transformed himself this year with the Giants. An awesome signing from the Giants. Out of nowhere, I think he had a 1.27 ERA plus. Great this year. Was not very good against the Dodgers. But they got him on a great deal. 13 million for a guy who has, those type of numbers. And it's going to pitch a lot of innings, good stuff. Really like that. Can't criticize it at all. I mean, they got him for 13 million, and John Gray got 15 million, and DeSclafani's better than John Gray. So awesome deal for the Giants. Good job capitalizing on that. Good free agent signing. And I'm a huge DeSclafani fan. He got significantly better on the Giants this year, and he's only going to improve because that's what they do with pitchers. Next up, I have Noah Syndergaard at number 7, or sorry, at number 8. So 1 year for 21 million to the Angels. I like this deal and I hate it at the same time. That's why I have it at 8. Noah Syndergaard, talent-wise, is probably 3rd on this list. I think behind Verlander and Scherzer. He has the potential to be that. The problem is for the Angels, it's like, can you just get someone who's consistently going to go out there and start all 32 games without getting injured? Because that's literally Ohtani and Noah Syndergaard. Like, if both of those guys start all expected games that they're supposed to start, I will pay someone $10 million. Like, there's no way that's going to happen. And that's exactly what the Angels need, because they just trot out these random guys to start because they have no starting pitching depth. I'm really, really surprised they couldn't give Marcus Stroman 3 years for 71 million. It's really disappointing. But anyways, I like this Syndergaard deal because it's 1 for $21 million because he has the chance to win the Cy Young. He's that good, but he's very injury prone, as we've seen. So it's a good signing and it's a bad one. Hopefully he doesn't get injured. I don't know if he will. He probably will. Regardless, though, in the end, the Angels are finally signing a good starting pitcher. And they're finally addressing their starting pitching needs. So hats off to them for that, right? Cheers. At number 9, I have John Gray. Huge fan of John Gray, even though I just said DeSclafani was better. I really like John Gray. Look, here's the number one thing is if he's pitching decently well in Colorado, he's going to be better elsewhere. That's a hitter's park. It's hard to pitch well there. You're just going to give up more extra base hits. And balls, exit velo is going to be better. Like, it's hard to pitch well in Colorado, and he got a good contract. I'm really disappointed he didn't re-sign with the Rockies, but They just really don't invest money into their team, which is kind of sad. I like the signing also, even though the Rangers give up a little too much. They gave 4 for 56 million. I think that's 18 million average. No, no, that's not right. Is that right? Sorry, let me look this up real quick. Divide by 6.5. It's 14 million a year. Yeah, I'm such an idiot. So he gets 14 million a year. From the Rangers. I like this signing by Texas because, they're adjusting their starting pitching. They don't have any starting pitchers at all. Again, they should be someone in the Rodon sweepstakes. They need a starter. They need more than one good starter. I thought they were going to get Robbie Ray as well. But regardless, they get Gray, who's, I'd say, a 3 on a World Series team. You need 2 guys that are better than that, Rodon and somebody else, in order to win a World Series. And then you need depth behind that too. But overall, step in the right direction for the Rangers, addressing that starting pitching need, with this good signing. So yeah, overall I like it. At 10, I have Eduardo Rodriguez. Kind of some bias here, honestly, from me. I watched the Red Sox all last season. Rodriguez has great peripherals. What I mean by that is great advanced metrics. And his ERA really isn't what it is. He got really unlucky, but I just got kind of angry, like watching him just go out there and, not really know what to expect. As a Red Sox fan, sometimes he got hammered. At the beginning of the year, he was great, and then he started to get kind of hammered. And, I didn't watch all the games, so, I didn't really know that. But his FIP and Sierra are a lot lower than his ERA. So, the advanced metrics did him justice, which I'm happy for. But it was, it was difficult to support re-signing him, in my opinion, just because, he didn't pitch well in the playoffs either, against the Rays. So, if we're trotting out this guy, how are we supposed to give, $16 million a year to a guy who can't really pitch in the playoffs and was kind of mediocre during the season? Regardless, great signing by the Tigers, addressing that starting pitching need. Big fan of the signing. They need another guy to plug in there. Would have loved to see them get Verlander to have a legit number 1, because Rodriguez is not a number 1 starter. But regardless, like the Tigers, it kind of gets the ball rolling on repairing that starting rotation. Some other signings: Kluber 1 for 8 to the Rays. Paxton, I think he was 1 for 10 with another year option. So, like this signing for the Red Sox. Hopefully Paxton can stay healthy, but great depth signing. Rays also, classic Rays signing, getting sinker baller with great stuff, who's old and out of his prime, and is going to pitch well for them. So, love both of those. And yeah, that's my free agency rating for starting pitching. Really going to be a fun year just to watch all the team swaps. And I'm really excited to do the division predictions. I can barely wait. But regardless, we're gonna move on to relievers / closing pitchers. See ya. Thanks for watching.